Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Dead Cells for our first full week of pushing on a pretty damn high difficulty. A higher difficulty than I am really prepared to take down, I think. But we are certainly going to give this a shot. We're going to learn some things today. I think I like this one. It's a little weird to go bow and shield, but we do have good colors here, and we got 2 purple items to go with it. The stun and the cheater's wings. I think this is worth a try. Also, obviously, there's a lot of benefit to being far away from the enemies on this difficulty. Hold on, I didn't actually look at what our stuff does. Okay, so our quick bow has bonus damage when you're at max HP, and shots pierce the first target. Pretty phenomenal. We have a victim's burn when they die and poisons enemy's shield. Our stun grenade spreads oil on the enemy, and then the Wings of the Crow starts fires and does bonus damage to enemies covered in flaming oil. There's a lot to recommend this setup, actually. You stay over there. Don't you dare come over here. Okay, everything was already dead by the time I parried. Alright, don't be afraid to use your skills. This is totally the way you are intended to play this video game. No, I parried so... I don't know why I parried when I parried. Why do I do anything I do? Does anyone have a question? Does anyone know what is up with SB? That's... Okay. Brain freeze. Just absolutely, like, I saw the attack coming and I was just like, well, I should do something about that. But what? I don't know. Let's just sit here and panic about it for a minute. I do like the barnacle. I don't know if I like it better than the stuff we have now, to be perfectly honest with you. I guess we don't need the stun grenade all that much. Especially if we have a turret. Oh, right. I was not ready for the teleport, because I didn't realize that there were more enemies coming. I was going to back off and let that... guy just shoot at us and parry his shots back at him. Okay, it's not the best start we've ever had, but a beginning is not everything. You know, there's a lot of parts of a run. Most of them are after the beginning. It's fine. This is all fine, is my point. You will not commit to an attack. Okay. We could potentially still make the combo door. Obviously, the time door is looking like a bit of a pipe dream here. Which is a bad kind of dream. Nobody wants to be stuck in a pipe. Oh, did we... I guess we didn't actually deliver that when we got it before. This seems like a fine time for one of these. Why play fair when you could just not? Oh, good. Food that doesn't increase my infection meter. I do think that the fact that some food has malaise introduces some interesting strategic concerns. Like, there are totally times when it is going to be worth it to take the malaise food. And honestly, I think we might be looking at one such time here. It might be worth us grabbing that carrot. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. I mean, obviously we gotta stop taking damage, but that's true either way. Yeah, I think we're probably gonna go grab that. Unless we happen to find... I mean, we're gonna wait on it for a second here. Should we happen to find... No. Okay, there we go. Should we happen to find an uninfected large food, then obviously we would just take that instead. Yeah. Boy. These are both pretty bad. I think I'll take this one for a point of scaling over the bomb planted by dodging. Not 100% sure whether that was right or not. Okay, we did make our combo door at least, thanks to the wings of the cheater. I do like this bow. This is a pretty good bow. Why did I do this? This is a terrible idea. I should not have just jumped up there without a plan. Let's not buy anything right now. And I mean, I do have to... Ow. Wow. Okay. He totally hit me while I was still rolling that first time. That second time, I just did not parry. I tried, but did not. I did it late. Okay. Here's the thing. It's been a whole weekend. There's a lot of rust accumulated. I spent most of the weekend oxidizing, so it just had to get shaken off. And you can just shake off your rust if you want, but I think it's probably much more effective to have it struck off of you with a huge axe. I mean, that's really going to send it flying. Okay, what looks like the winner here? Frantic Knife plus Fireballs could be fun. The Claw, I always have a ton of trouble using, but it seems powerful. People always talk about it like it's great, and this does have a wolf trap alongside it. Okay, we're going to potentially unwisely do this. Let's throw that in the backpack. These are off color, but oh no, the wolf trap's not entirely off color. You know what? Also, as it is the start of a new thing, and clearly what we're doing now is not working for us. What have we not? Did we do monster? We did monster briefly. It's Castlevania-esque. Yeah. That ought to do something. And maybe we should change up our outfit, too. This is really a 3 cells sort of ensemble. We will consider that if we ever manage to make it to a place where I'm allowed to spend cells again. I really thought he was going to just walk into the trap there. I am not alternating my strikes, which is bad practice. There we go. Okay, that showed that guy who's the boss. Yeah, I'll take oil over 1 point of relevant scaling, I think. I wonder how long it remembers what the next strike should be to crit. That was pretty weird. I jumped up on the ledge and I hit the button right away, and it didn't show the animation, and so I was like, oh god, it's not attacking. So I kept smashing the button, and I was just about to roll out to figure out what was going on, and then all of a sudden the attack went off without having animated at all. So there are clearly some issues with these things. They are not flawless. I see it. I see the rune. I just want to clear this. Okay. And this. I do think there's a little bit more to recommend these on the lower difficulties, where you can like tank a hit during the charge up and then just heal the hit off and be basically fine. On this difficulty, where getting hit damages you in a way that cannot be recovered so easily, it's certainly a lot less exciting. Ooh. I should probably have taken damage there. Okay, where exactly are we going? I guess right here. Oof. That was almost my head, which is the only part of my body that I actually care about. If you've ever seen me in real life, you know that is the truth. You can look at my torso and say, here's a man who does not care much about his torso. I'll say this, the whole malaise thing makes me care a little bit less about the health damage that we take running through these. Okay. Okay. Why is this not... Latch, my dude. Not so good. It turns out. We got a scroll. We are going to need some scrolls, probably. I do not like the fact that the enemies kind of just, like, teleport to wherever they want to teleport. Would you get down here? You're embarrassing both of us. Yeah, it bums me out that the enemies do not seem to consistently teleport in front of or behind you. With a weapon this slow, we really want to, like, plan their approach. Yep, that's a great example of what I'm talking about right there. How you just take damage. Okay. Thank you, Laceration Aura. Damn it. Get up here. There we go. I might be too clumsy for this weapon. I was really hoping with the density of enemies there that somebody was going to drop food. Apparently we just don't get food anymore. Food is a thing of the past. That's not a bad item. I'll take that over the aura. And it can serve a lot of the purposes of the aura in that it can take out a lot of low health enemies for us. Oh god. Apparently that just like doesn't. Well, I'll take it. We're no longer at maximum sadness anymore. Do we want to trade out our claw for the ability to use a shield? I think so. Yeah, we've not necessarily had the best time with Flint, but also the claw is going to get you hit. Flint at least has the ability to strike fast when such a thing would be appropriate, which is something you can never ever do with the claw. Okay, he just elected not to finish charging. Well, that's not very good for me. Nor is anything about this run. I am absolutely not drinking from the flask. Of course, we will fix this via food, or we will simply die and try again. No thank you. Alright, well, we finally found this, at least. So I need to find a non-infected 50% food, and then some kind of long-term strategy for dealing with our malaise. It's a very slick maneuver there. Ah. Yep, I am at this point mostly interested in getting my parry timings back, because I think this run is basically dead, but if I can wake up a little bit for the next one, we can at least get some benefit out of this. You know what we're doing this run? We're doing that curse chest thing. That's my strategy. If we can delete a bunch of malaise and also heal for a bunch via some cursed chests. Wow, I was behind him. I was trying really hard to climb the wall, but it would not let me. I guess I was probably having trouble connecting to the wall through him, but I feel like we were behind him because the first swing didn't make contact. He like slipped back through us as he was swinging the second time or something. The physics, man. The physics of the thing that just happened to us do not make a lot of sense to me. Alright, Pan plus Hakuto's bow plus grenades and stuff? That might be doable. Let's just try the third color. We gave two colors a shot here. Why is there just a bloodthirsty shield laying on the ground? Do I want this? I'm gonna stick to the no shield plan, but it's weird that that's just laying there. Maybe the game's trying to tell me something. That it feels sorry for me. Alright, it's fine. This is going to be the one. Those two, those were the practice runs. Those were just so I remember the controls. This is the real Megillah right here. Okay, thank you, Stomp. I do like the Telluric Shock. And it gets more and more relevant, I feel like, as we go up in difficulty levels. I do like seeing a really early scroll like that. Okay. Apparently I was not going to be allowed to avoid damage there, no matter what happened. Ooh, I do I do think our initial amulet's a little bit better. Oh, cool. A guy who can attack us with perfect impunity. That's fun. Stop turning around! Is there a way for me to... Yeah, okay. The enemy will face whatever direction they have to face for my attacks to be bad. Well, believe it or not, the combo door is still on the table, and I think the time door is too, but we gotta get a little bit lucky here. Just have to find that scroll in the next couple of moves. Alright, well, it's nice to not miss this, too. Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's let them all spawn. I was hoping to get more of the birds with that. Ooh, okay. Well, I lived. You can't say I'm not alive. Hell yes. I was really not expecting to just be, like, to be moved down so quickly and efficiently. I thought I was going to have to execute a little bit of horizontal momentum, a little bit of horizontal movement between the two ladders, or the two chains rather, and the game just shoved me down the second one before I was even done climbing the first one inside my head. Okay, there we go. I want to make sure we got rid of Shield Guy. This sucks. This has been very sloppy. I think we want to keep the oil thing, especially on a red build. Feels like it's really valuable to have a source of oil, because there's so many ways to start a fire. I don't really want to do this, I don't think. Hey look, we finally found the other scroll. Alright, yeah. Anything exciting? Honestly, impalers are not bad. I like the pan a lot, actually, though. We've been having some problems with enemies, like, aggressively turning their backs to us as a strategy, which is a thing they don't usually do when you're using any other weapon. But on the whole, I still think this is the right weapon. Alright, show me... No, I don't think so. Over the pan? Nah. Okay, hey, that's the problem. I mean, using my melee weapon too much in my melee build. We should be more focused on shooting enemies with grenades and running away from them. Okay, that's nice. I didn't even stop to see if it was infected by the malaise. It might still have been right to take it, honestly. Ooh, I think this has a chance of replacing our powerful grenade. Another way to spread oil. Yeah. Just use this thing every time we are near an enemy. Every time it is off cooldown. Okay, so there's still a way to go up here. We're at 8 enemies, so there's no hope of the combo door. Why must you survive? Why must you survive? Sewers? I don't know, man. I don't know about all these sewers. Boy, what do we want to do? Promenade, perhaps? I'm trying to think. If we're red, are we likely to end up with a weapon that'll make the Mama Tick fight easy? No, this probably ends up being right. And even beyond Mama Tick, just like the Arboretum is can be a real nightmare. I don't want to just stick to the path I'm most comfortable with, though, because I think we still have a lot of development to do, right? Like, I need to be better at the game to be able to reliably win runs, and so playing the safest path over and over again is not going to actually develop skill very much. If we were going to unlock a new outfit, what would be cool? What beats the totally sick eye pauldron? We could get one of these tick outfits. We could do a Hand of the King outfit. Yeah, what's our best? We'll work on this. Hey SB, you could use those cells to get stronger. Yeah, I know, but if I don't have confidence in my appearance, how am I supposed to get anything done? This is getting stronger in here, in my heart. So a thing that could sometimes refill your flask? Yep, taking it. It turns out I empty my flask a lot more on this difficulty than I did on the previous one. We're going to play with this a little bit. I mean, it's a huge number of elite enemies, right? But it also feels like we see elite enemies a lot more on this difficulty, so maybe it's okay. Maybe this will actually... Alright, these ones don't spawn things. I don't like this very much. I do like the sound it makes when you do a bad job with the pan. Just like the really dull metal on metal. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead and empty our flask if we gotta empty our flask to keep the melees at bay, and then we're just gonna let it refill naturally. You know, through a densely magical mutation. Can you imagine anything more natural? I do like the mobility afforded by the telluric shock, and obviously an infantry grenade that also splashes oil on people. Has a lot of value. I think we are cool with our skills for right now. Sandals. Sandals are also quite fast. I think I'm gonna take these sandals. I used to not like this weapon very much. Now I think it's fine. But it is a higher damage level than our pan. And also, it's very funny. There's a lot to be said for the joy of kicking an enemy off of a thing. I'm only half joking, by the way, about the about caring about the... Oh, why are you still alive? There we go. Jesus. I thought I had killed the target dummy during the first volley there. I'm only like half joking about the utility of being happy and enjoying the things. Like, there is some mechanical value, obviously, in feeling better about the circumstances of your play. It actually does probably help you play better a non-negligible amount. Ooh, I do like the giant killer. I don't know if it's necessarily appropriate for all enemies, but it is both a neat weapon and a weapon that I have good memories associated with. Boy, I was just mashing the entire hell out of the skill button, and I don't know if you guys could hear the noise of it just being like, no, you will not use your skill. Yeah, your attack animation's completed, but no skill for you. I still find that pretty frustrating. I feel like, especially with the cooldown that skills have, it could just let you use them when you press the button, at least some of the time. Alright. Is this intensely lame? Maybe. But I could really use a win right now, so we're just going to try some of these weapons that we have had good success with before. I want to be a person who has good success with a vast and versatile supply of items. But I may not currently be that person. It is at least possible that I am not. Oh, please die. Oh, please die. Okay. Ooh. Ow. Invisible guys. Yeah, invisible guy is pretty good. Okay, so we have oil on both of them. I think I like the one I have now slightly better. That was pretty rough, though. Just throwing a... This is going to be a little bit less effective on this run than it has been on some previous runs, because we can't stand back. Ever. What? My attack animations. No. Why do I have attack animations? Why don't things just happen as soon as I think they should already have happened? Who designed this damn game anyway? Alright, just keep moving. Just keep moving. Yeah, right? No, this is the way I came from. Of course it is. This is how I got up to the door. Alright, well there goes my speed buff, but we got a lot of good work done within that speed buff. And we're only already 30% of the way dead in a way that's not trivial to fix. It is pretty rough, though, to give us a completely unavoidable elite ranged attacker in the first hallway. You just put him in a spot where you do have to fight him no matter what is real crummy. Feels like a pretty shitty thing to do, in my opinion. Ah, what the hell. No, and of course there's two of them. And for some reason the big green zombie is faster than any other big green zombie has ever been. Okay, well, so we're at 5 melees. We're at 100 melees. Yeah, trying to go fast is just like... It's so dangerous. Yeah, I think that's better. The problem is that I think enemies have like a pretty large amount of health. Based on the things we've seen, it seems like enemies have a pretty huge amount of health relative to us, so the amount of damage we take being inflicted on them probably doesn't matter all that much. We cannot eat this food. We can take this cleaver. That is certainly an upgrade. Ooh, clean food. Clean food is good. I think I don't want that. So I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't have to feel all that guilty about using the weapons that we're already good with, because, man, first of all, the fact that all enemies will always teleport to us makes this a lot less of a like completely unfair and perfectly safe weapon. But also, on this difficulty, the game really has it out for you, huh? Like, maybe we should just do anything we can to even the score, but that does not feel like it's going to force me to improve very quickly. And obviously, there's still a lot of room for improvement. I do wonder how frequently the good players, the people who play on like 4 and 5 cells all of the time, how frequently they actually complete runs. Maybe it's just the case that the game is real hard here. Maybe what I can say is, nobody expects me to win all these runs. How could you possibly? Wouldn't that be a nice world to live in? A world where my failure is completely understandable and normal? Well, you can't prove to me that's not the world we're living in, because I am not reading the comment that you're typing right now. Okay, do we want to promenade? I'm honestly not sure. And the promenade itself isn't too bad, although training dummies everywhere. But the ramparts can be a little frustrating. Okay, this is searchable. Malay's turkey probably is just getting destroyed. There's one enemy that I missed somehow, but honestly, I don't know that it's worth going back for him. All right, let's junk this turkey. You know, if we were on 3 cells, I'd feel pretty okay about the place we've ended up in here. We're not really doing all that badly on health. Yeah, I should probably go kill him. But it's kind of remarkable how this difficulty makes you, like, how it really devalues to all of your previous skill way more than the other difficulty increases have. Maybe I should do the sewers. I'm gonna do the sewers. I'm not a huge fan of the big worm guys that drop bombs on you when they die. That's just a very annoying enemy. And obviously, there are mushrooms. I can't remember. Are there spike mushrooms in this one, or is it... Do you have to go to the toxic sewers before you see those? And obviously all of that stuff is bad. But at the same time, obviously the other biomes have not been exactly killing it for us. We're gonna get our new clothes, and then the huge rise in confidence is really gonna show us something. So there are not really a lot of mutations that give you any way of dealing with the malaise. There is extended healing, although I wish that it had numbers on it. If this is killing an elite has a 10% chance to heal some malaise, then that sentence effectively doesn't say anything. But if it's like 50%, then that's, you know, that's interesting. 50% would definitely be too high. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I might be excited to have the 10% thing. Yeah, maybe that's just real good no matter what the numbers are. Now that I'm really thinking about it. Because, boy, malaise sure is a problem, huh? Huh, everybody? Oof, wow, really? Apparently that attack animation is even longer than I thought it was. I think the worst thing for me is when sometimes I panic and I freeze up. And I get hit because I wasn't doing any things. And on those ones, I don't feel so bad. Like, I'm like, SB, you big dummy, but I get it. On the ones where I saw what needed to happen, and then I tried to do the right thing, and it just didn't happen in time, or... Like, those are the ones that really bummed me out, because that's, like, a huge mechanical failure on my end that I, like... First of all, it definitely... It's a non-zero amount plays into my anxiety about getting older. One thing that happens when you get older is your everything slows down. I think like peak looking doing efficiency and decision making purposes, it's like 26 or something. I can tell I'm on the downslope. I am old enough to be on the downslope. But also, it's just like, it's so much more frustrating when I knew what to do and just didn't do it than it is when I didn't even have the wherewithal to make the plan happen in the first place. It's a different kind of failure that bothers me a lot more. Okay, we've made it through okay for easily 20 or 30 seconds here. I don't much like the fact that guy turns around in the middle of his attack animation. I think that should be against the law. Nope. There we go. I rolled into the poison of my own volition. I was just like, I have all this volition. What should I use it for? Should I help myself with it? Nah, that's coward talk. Why don't we give ourselves a little bit of an extra challenge? Speaking of. Yep, of course. Crystal starts shooting you before you can even move after the slowdown. Did the crystal give us melees? I don't remember how much we had. It may not have. If the crystal didn't inflict any melees on us, then I'm less mad about it shooting me. Is this actually good? I do like emit a toxic cloud, but... Oh, and this does start an actual oil fire on landing, too. I do like a fast attacking weapon that has kind of like an overhead strike as the first attack of its combo. Makes it a lot easier to deal with bats. Oh my god. You know, I have been... it's for a long time now. For several cells worth of difficulty. It has been very exciting every time we find food. But it's like, it's a whole new level now. When I find food that doesn't have melees, I'm just... Oh, come on. Come on now. Gotta do some damage here. Get some of this health back. Okay. That's a real good Swift Sword. Wow, that's a big upgrade. Yep. It seemed like the second one had way more health than the first one, right? Am I imagining that? Yeah, look at that. Look at actually getting to kill a bat with the first swinger combo and then just moving on instead of having to live in terror that your weapon is going to elect not to hit it. Beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I love it when a thing works in a way that feels reliable to me. Show me... Nah. Looks like there's a treasure chest up here. Oh, no, one of these rooms. Probably not. Is vampirism... No. Vampirism... Boy. Vampirism is borderline negative value in almost all situations anyway. They could have made it, like, potentially do something about the melees. Like, when you use vampirism, if it actually increases your current level of health, then it also clears 1 or 2 points of melees. Something like that. Because it needs some help, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all the good players love it. But it feels to me like it needs some help. It's hard to imagine that I'm wrong on that one. Like, it seems really bad. I love you, Swift Sword. Frenzy doesn't do anything about melees, right? I'm pretty sure. I fear no enemy. The only way to die is to stop killing. This is my favorite character archetype in pretty much any game that allows me to do a thing like that. It's one of the reasons that I love the loader so much in Risk of Rain 2. It's like if you get killed as the loader, the end game screen should say, "Did you stop punching? Why would you stop punching?" Okay, looks like we've cleared this area out. It is a lot of fun to play the fast... I was not trying to stomp there, by the way. I was trying to just disconnect from the wall. I pressed down, and it didn't do that, and then I pressed jump, and it didn't do that, but apparently I was still holding down when I pressed jump, and it does that thing, instead of just disconnecting you from the wall. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're doing Corrupted Prison. I think we have to. In order to have a reasonable chance on the difficult boss fights, we are going to need to be very scrolled up. Which means that I just need to get good at fighting the enemies in the optional biomes. We need to get better at handling them, because that's a strength boost that we cannot afford to skip just because I am afraid of it. Well, this didn't go anywhere at all. Yeah, this way. And then from the corrupted prison, we have a whole bunch of different choices. To be perfectly honest with you, though, it feels like this might have been the right move. I think the sewers are probably a little bit less frustrating than the Arboretum. We can probably handle these about as easily as the ramparts, or as the promenade. Oh, don't just stand there and let him punch you. No, stop evading. Okay. Okay, is that a... It is an oil grenade. The trap spreads oil. I guess there's no reason to take an oil grenade if we have a trap that spreads oil. I didn't even realize that was happening. Which probably sounds dumb, because I bet I've started several good high damage oil fires with our trap and our grenade, but I didn't notice I was doing it. So this is a door, right? No, this is a chest. Oh, oil sword. I think I want to stick with the swift sword. The swift sword's pretty bad against bosses, obviously, unless you have an item that gives you a speed buff. The oiled sword will actually be able to crit. So maybe we should take it. It's a little bit less... It's not really that much less damage, even. Yeah, I'm going to take it. I think the oil sword is actually really, really good. I am in no mood for your nonsense today, Flint. I had about enough of you. So now we can swap out this cleaver without having to worry too much. I don't know exactly what we would swap it out for. I don't know what skill I would be looking for, but there's probably some good stuff. I mean, like, obviously there are other kinds of grenades that are compelling. Yay, crits! Alright, there's a better fire grenade up here. It is... yeah, it's slightly better. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die is a weird thing to have on a... fire grenade, because obviously the fire effect is going to undo all that freezing pretty much immediately. Gosh, every once in a while I get struck by how good this game looks all over again. Like, look at this. When we jump down here and stomp and create the fire, like, look at the way it projects the light of the fire onto the elements in the background. That looks so good. This whole game just looks so damn good. Let's go kill the two enemies that I apparently missed over here. May as well get maximum chance for drops. Ah, presumably I missed them because one of them was invisible. And the other one is a rat, and subconsciously I think sometimes I just see past the rats. Because there's something in my brain that's like, no, don't hurt him! You love him. We know you love him. It is a better quality of the gun. Oh, carbine that spreads... Oh, jeez. Didn't think those guys were going to be an issue until we teleported back. Yeah, alchemic carbine that spreads oil on enemies is definitely interesting. It maybe means that I would be in a... Maybe it means it would be wise to switch off of this to a sword that does some other stuff. Again, psychologically, just looking right past the rat. Who would want to harm a rat, I ask you? And if the answer is you, too bad. You're going to find out that their level of intelligence makes them functionally impossible to deal with. When you get rats who are not friends, not fancy rats, but pests, they are a very persistent kind of problem. Also, if once a rat has decided he wants to be up in your stuff, they will chew through concrete if they have to. Alright, 182 cells. I do believe that gets us our new outfit. The mouse cursor just pulled the thing away for no reason. I really wish it wouldn't do that. I shouldn't have to move the mouse clear of the menu. Okay, so... I mean, Tainted Flask is going to be the best thing for us in terms of like actually giving us some ability to deal with enemies, or deal with melees. Adrenaline seems okay. I'm going to take Open Wounds. The best defense has, so far, proven to be a good offense. On most runs where the game was actually really difficult and we did really well, it's because we pumped offense like crazy and just killed things before they could be a problem. That is the world we are living in. Alright, I'm pretty comfortable taking this over the cleaver now. And we are going to try to survive via... you know what? I should probably have taken the... I should absolutely have taken the thing that lowers your curse from... or it gives you health and reduces your melees when you lower curse. That would have been the smart move here, since we knew we were about to take a curse chest. Is neither willing to fight back nor to shoot at us and to teleport over to us, which I appreciate. What if I wasn't on a platform? What's he going to teleport to then? Aha, I got him. I figured out the loophole. Just gotta continue to play smart for a minute here. Did a bad job with the poison shot. Get me over here. Oh no! Oh, I tried to roll through the door, but I got stuck on the door frame. I was hoping that we could just kill the wizard and the rat really fast, and then avoid having to deal with that guy while we were still cursed. Well, this has gone splendidly so far. I think we owe it to ourselves to unlock that new outfit before we give up for the day. Give up's a strong word. Before we take a break for the day, I am not discouraged. If anything, I am encouraged. I feel enraged. And that is that anger is gonna be the thing that guides us toward victory. I don't think any of these are very good, to be perfectly honest with you. Let's go this way because it has ice armor, which is fun. So we'll take the shield and the melee weapon, or the They're both off color and kind of weird. You do that. Grab you, and that has a star on it. Covers the ground with oil that burns. Wow. And the tonics do protect you from the melees. And the ice armor absorbs one attack. You know, maybe this is the way you're supposed to do the thing. I'm gonna blow up this torch. Hooray, a gold. Ooh, take that, everyone. Okay, we will remember that delicious pastry is there. That delicious melees-free pastry. I do hate it when I charge and just like fail to accomplish anything at all. Huh, interesting. It just missed one of the rats. Let's continue going forward. We'll come back for the pastry. Okay, so the last hit in the pyro combo has a really long recover time. You cannot roll for quite a while after it executes, which means I need to be a little bit less greedy with it. Did I get them all? Yes. Oh god, I hate it when enemies put up the exclamation point and then they get like stunned by something where the stun was kind of ambiguous. Like I didn't have any idea whether it was going to hit the knife thrower or the shield guy on that one. Getting caught off guard is the absolute worst thing. Oh, it just didn't use the ice armor when I hit ice armor. That's a real bummer. Yeah, it seems to be like there's a considerable delay, I guess, after you finish a climbing animation before it will let you use a skill. Like, it seems like it's quite a bit longer than the delay before you can attack. And I am just getting consistently caught off guard by it. Especially for a skill that has no cast time and no animation, like the ice armor. I really feel like it should just be a thing that you can do kind of instantly anytime. And I think it probably wouldn't be a game balance issue if that were the case, given that it's a thing that has like a 30-second cooldown. There's no way we're going to use that, although it would still have been nice for it to show me a tooltip. Once again, just kind of the game just telling me no on skill usage. I would really have liked to have my tonic active there. I just have to adjust to it. It has been a problem periodically throughout the whole run, and I basically have gotten by without having to adjust to it because we were playing a version of the game that was quote-unquote easy enough that I could still do okay without everything firing exactly when I mean it to fire. But we are not in that place anymore. Now the margins are getting real narrow. Hooray, Assault Shield. I do like a weapon that can move enemies around. Yeah, this is a very good tonic. Alright, we're at 19 enemies. We could still combo door here. It is not 100% outside the realm of possibility. Do we want to go back to the sewers with this build? Ooh, do not want to fight one of those guys right now. Okay, that mostly worked. Unfortunately, the only way forward is through that guy. I mean, he is just a shield dude. It's not like a terrifying kind of enemy. Ow! What? Ow! I'm curious what happens if I meet his shield and my shield. Okay, that worked out kind of. Ow! I didn't even think he could just stand so far away that he was allowed to start that attack on top of me. That's embarrassing. I think I'll keep this. How did the guy up here get oil on him? I'm surprised that the spreads oil effect reached that far. Alright, yeah, let's go this way. Hopefully there'll be some food. You know, we're in a position here where, like, a turkey could solve basically all of our problems. That's a nice place to be in. Oh, this isn't where I was supposed to be going. Aw. I had such hopes of the elusive floor turkey. The turkey is nature's greatest burrower. Oh, alright. Please let this not be infected. I think we still have to take it. I think it was still pretty good. I'm not, like, sad about it. Hey, that's pretty weird that this whole thing happened like that. Procedurally generated levels, man. Sometimes they are strange. Alright, we got enough cells this time to unlock the thing, provided that the game doesn't decide I've changed what I have selected without any input from me. It is weird how that happens. I can understand how it would think you were trying to indicate with the mouse all of a sudden if you moved the mouse, but I definitely had not moved the mouse. Alright, thing accomplished. We are going to check out a very cool new outfit in just a minute here. Probably we're going to die pretty soon, and then we will check this out. Do I want to try the boomerang? Probably not boomerang and shield. Do I want to give up my shield for... Like, boomerang plus better ranged weapon also doesn't seem great. Let's just put this all toward the parry shield. It'll be good to have another purple shield in the mix for the purposes of varying our builds a little bit. And then, you know what? I'm going to take this thing. The fact that the flask does not heal you instantly is a thing I'm going to have to play around. I'm going to have to remember that that's the case. But on the whole, I think this is a pretty big buff. It's a lot more flask healing, and it's a damage boost on top of that. Oh, I need to fall through to here. I thought we were going to catch on to the edge of that platform and kill the other bat. Okay. Our damage leaves a little something to be desired, and that's only going to get worse as we continue to scale green and not purple. Ah, I did the parry too early. Would you come down here and play? Ooh, I shouldn't have rolled yet. That was premature. And I did exactly the same thing again. Ouch, tough elite. Did that say it reduces our malaise level by 1%? I'm sure it meant 10%, right? By one block. I think... Yeah, I guess I'll take this. Does set all of our stuff on the same stat. I really need a proper weapon, and honestly, I wouldn't mind a different shield. Although, this shield does do that, which is fun. Also, a big benefit of a shield that moves you forward dramatically is that you can use it to deal with several bombs that are laying on the ground at the same time. Okay, it's coming together a little bit. I'm getting better at... Oh, he just didn't attack. Well, that's a clever move. Made me sort of bounce off of him instead of parrying. See, I'm getting better at making sure I actually take a second when I am not doing anything else to activate my skills, such that they actually activate. That's an important improvement. I tried to parry there, but I was late. Alright, again... Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, again, we find ourselves in a position where a little bit of food would really change our lives. I'm not gonna go yet. Having opened that marks it on our map, so it'll be easy to come back. I am hoping to find a small amount of food first. Perhaps some delicious floor turkey. One of the best kinds of turkey. This is worse. This is a worse fire weapon than our current fire weapon, but you know what I'd really love is something that has any amount of green in it. I hate it when they do this thing. They just back way off and wait. Wait for all your stuff to wear off. Wait for you to lose your speed buff. I should probably have just assault shielded there. Yeah, good idea to use your shield. Who would have thought? Boy, maybe we're not going to find that food I'm looking for. Okay, so we have that available to us. You can just bail out at any time. Oof, boy, I gotta tell you, I don't know if it's just... I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to get such a sore throat. It's possible I have spent too much time the last couple of days talking. And those were my days off. I think I like our skills right now. I think these skills are essential to the survival of this build. Ooh. Hell yes. Big fan of the cudgel, especially a cudgel with bonus damage after parrying, which is a great affix that I do not use all that well because I forget to parry in situations where it makes sense to do so. Still, any green weapon would be nice. I'm going to say that and it's going to show me the claw. Any one-handed green weapon would be nice. Okay, here's our man. He is sadly very dead. Does he have stuff? He does not have stuff. Does this have stuff? Oh no, that's just a functional... Yep. Okay. Cover the ground with oil. Versus... Yeah. Wait. Wrong thing. I almost trashed that instead of equipping it. Okay, so... Are we... No, we are not. We are not even done enough to have gotten the Explorer's Rune to activate. I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble if we don't find a proper scaling weapon pretty soon. Look at me remembering to parry stuff occasionally. It's progress. Look at us. Look how we've grown. I definitely parried early there, and the game gave it to me anyway, which I really appreciate. Nope. Fireballs, you wanna cooperate a little? Oh, I mean, that's very cool. Honestly, I don't know, though. I kind of think we're doing a little bit better with our mixed defensive and offensive skills. These skills that give us the license to be aggressive while still actually having aggressive components. Like, this particular tonic is still a very good killing weapon. Okay. Where did that runner even come from? Like, it seemed like he came up from down and to the left, but that's where we came from, and there definitely was not such a dude down there before. So we managed to undo all the good progress that pastry did, like, right away. Oh, too early. It's alright, ice armor will protect me from my failures. It seemed like this guy's taking way longer than most green guys take to... Oh, and that time he just missed me. Because that time I had the parry timing right, so he knew to come in and actually attack would be suicide. So he just ran through me. Wait, I don't want a tonic for these bats, but I'm increasingly thinking we may need to tonic for random enemies. Boy, our weapon is not getting the job done. Alright, show me food. Nope. I think we sell it? I think I cannot eat Malay's food right now. I tried. I tried so hard. I think there I was animation locked again. Just the last throw of the fireball combo. The last part of the animation is just longer than I expect every single time, despite the fact that you'd think I would learn. I do want to say, we did not get very far on any run here, but I actually do feel, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable with it. I'm starting to feel less panicked. This is the first step. Wow, there are a lot of outfits. I guess we do have an awful lot of outfits just like in our menu already. Alright, my dude just completely messed me up. Wow, that's a strong look. I didn't realize it was gonna have... I love how excited he gets. I didn't realize it was gonna have whatever the hell these things are on the shoulders. I've got my own personal blinders. If we can't see the enemies to our left and right, then they can't hurt us, right? This logic was good enough for the bug bladder beast or troll, it's good enough for me. Anyway, like I was saying, I am actually starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. We're dying, but I'm not panicking in my head as much, and that is a very good sign, if history is any indication. So, when you come back next time, tomorrow, we're going to try to turn that very, very modest improvement into some actual progress. And we'll see you then.